Well, good morning, folks. It's Preacher Ricky here this morning. I'm on my way out to the feed, out to the chickens, out to the rabbits. This morning I've got a jar of whey with me. My wife makes her own yogurt. This whey is a byproduct. Show you what I do with it. One of the things we do with it anyway. Gonna mix up a little chicken feed this morning. Try to control the camera at the same time. So what I do is, I keep my feed in a trash can and in the bag, and sometimes, some get spilled over in the bottom and all. So what I've done is I've poured it into this little bucket here. This is just a little, I don't know how many gallon, but a small bucket. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this whey, and sometimes I use water if I don't have enough whey or if I don't have any whey. And I'm going to pour it in there like that. I've got this really cool garden fork here. And I'm just going to mix that up in there. Like I said, if I don't have enough whey, if I don't have any whey, I'll use water. And I don't always use the feed from the bottom of the bucket. Sometimes I just use regular feed. Because this feed that I use comes from a local granary. And as you can see, it's kind of dusty. It gets kind of dusty. Sometimes the chickens don't eat all that. So a lot of times I'll mix them a little grain like this the night before. And I'll pour some water in it. Or like I said, this way. And I'll mix it up in there real good. Keep in mind, I'm a preacher, not a photographer or a videographer. I get that mixed in there like that. I take the lid, put it back up on the lid. Something my wife picked up on YouTube. We let that sit overnight, let it ferment a little bit. And then what I get in the end, because I made some yesterday out of that jar right there. What I get in the end is this right here. And this may look a little wet. Sometimes it's a little wetter than I want. And I'll just add more dry grain to it, more dry chicken feed. I used to get my feed from Tractor Supply, but I've got a local granary now, and they mix up their own. It's a little cheaper. That's that fellow over there. He had something to say. So what we'll do now is we'll get a scoop of this, about like that right there. I can't see my camera because I've switched hands. I put it in this little old tray right here. Sometimes I'll throw some on the ground for my free rangers. Not too often. I don't feed my free rangers. I let them forage on their own. Give them a little grain every once in a while. So we get that going like that. Close that up. Shake it around just a little bit. I got some Rhode Island Reds over here. We're raising up. Now they've quit eating this morning. I poured out what was left out of the red thing for them this morning. Around. We'll come in here, we'll scoop this back up nice and tight. This right here would be even good to put in with that mix. See how dry that is, and this is kind of damp. So I'll pick up some of that tomorrow and add to that bucket I just made. And they'll eat that. And there you go. Just a little something different, just a little something, little means of recapturing some of your grain. No need in losing it when you can use it. I'll even feed to these little fellas over here. I got about 5 hatched out right there. 2 of them just ran on up under Mama. But hey, that's what Mama's there for. Even God says we can hide beneath His wings. Look at that one there peeking up out of the wing, just the wing there. You see her? What a beauty, huh? That's the way God protects His children as well. Listen. Y'all have a blessed day. This is Preacher Ricky Allen, and I'm out.